Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II college basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Playing Corley off the Poppenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Carol Werner.
Let's go live to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University for tonight's broadcast.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. Shepherd men's basketball action here as the Rams take on Lock Haven. Nick Versalini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. Our pregame show brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Colin, it should be a solid matchup. Lock Haven coming in 7-7. Shepherd 10-6. They've been playing some good football here down the stretch, or good basketball. Don't know why I thought of football.
I don't know either.
Used to do in Shepherd football, I guess.
That's true.
We've been in basketball season for quite some time, so.
That's also true.
10-6 is a football record in my head.
For the NFL, and
back
it is
in the
NFL
day.
playoff season.
Yeah. Back when they only played 16 games.
Yeah.
But anyway, playing some good basketball here the last few games, and looking to build on that here tonight.
Yeah, that they are, and we talked about it on the Sports Mix. On paper, you favor Shepherd. However, what I didn't get to mention on the Sports Mix, historically, as of late, it's been Lock Haven dominating this series, I believe, with 5 straight wins against the Rams. So even though Shepherd right now second in the East here in the conference and 10-6 overall, Lock Haven at 4-4 in the East and 7-7 overall. This is going to be a tough one. You can't count out Lock Haven. So we'll see how the defense holds up and how much Shepherd's offense can contribute as well, thanks to the good defense that they typically have night in, night out. And we'll see if they get another win and snap that losing streak to Lock Haven, or if Lock Haven pulls off the upset.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. As you mentioned, that losing streak for Shepherd against Lock Haven. So I think it'll be interesting. But Shepherd definitely, Colin, has kind of changed a little bit of how they play, or at least in the last few games, using more of their height to their advantage and not relying so much on the three-point shot. That was a key for them in their last win, so can they continue that here today? We'll have to stay tuned and find out, but our pregame show is brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, as I mentioned, and we will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will continue to break down this matchup. This is Shepherd University men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Back here to the Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin here. Kyler High, our cameraman. Dylan Bishop back in the studio. Colin getting ready for Shepherd men's basketball action against Lockhaven. Saw some good things for the Rams against one of the more high-powered offenses in the PSAC in Millersville. We're able to hold them down in that last game for Shepherd. And as this team continues this season, their strength has been that defense, one of the best in the PSAC.
Yeah, the best in holding teams to around 60 points per game or so. It's been really impressive. And you talked about three-point shooting kind of falling off and Shepherd offensively switching to size. That's really allowed Chase Parr to emerge a little bit here for Shepherd. He had 11 points in that game on Saturday against Millersville, so we'll see if his presence is felt again today or if they go back to a little bit more three-point shooting depending on how this game plays out. So I'm looking forward to it here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me about Parr's game was not only his scoring at times down the stretch, but the way he locked down on defense against Stover, one of the best players in the PSAC, closing in on 1,000 points heading into that game. So tonight, on the other side, you'll have guys like Eli Washington and Isaiah Stort to worry about. Not necessarily post-presence guys, more guys that we'll see on the perimeter. But down low, Kevin Coleman comes in averaging 8 rebounds a game. He'll be a force and a matchup to keep an eye on here tonight between Coleman and Parr, if that is how things match up. As a big physical guy on their end, and then on Shepherd's end, of course, Parr has been the main guy, but Coleman is their tallest, or one of their tallest, tied for their tallest player on the team. It's not a particularly, though, big Lockhaven lineup, as Coleman stands at just 6'9". So, advantage to Shepherd in terms of the size tonight.
Yeah, Parr, 6 foot?
So they list him at 6'10". So. He's a little bit thicker, though, as well. He's got some muscle on him, so he almost seems a little bit taller in some ways. And just looking around, not a big team, really, for Lockhaven.
Yeah, Parr, 255 listed. Yeah. I'm trying to find here for Springer. He's listed as 212, so about a 40-pound difference there for Parr. So we'll see if he can use that to his advantage or not down low. Both of them average about 8 rebounds per game, so boards battle will be huge between those two.
Yeah, we will take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll give you the starting lineups and get ready for tip-off here between Shepherd in Lock Haven. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
For Shepherd, it is your typical starting lineup where they will go with Parr, Robinson, Davis, Banks, and Carson Poffenberger. And here we go. We'll get ready for tip-off here as Parr heads to the center circle and Springer there as well for Lock Haven. Lock Haven in the all-black uniforms, Shepherd in the all-white. And it's the Rams off the tip. Marcus Banks will bring it across half court into the hands of Robinson, who comes off of, well, doesn't come off the screen. Shepherd trying to establish Parr down low. Banks drives in. Tough scoop shot is up and good. And he gets it to fall. 2-0 lead here for the Rams. Calling any keys to the game for you here tonight. Brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com.
Attack the basket for Shepherd just like they just did with Banks. Let him get hot early.
Shot was good there from Washington. That makes it 2-2. Our opening tip-off was brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's fast, fresh, friendly. So Rams working it around the perimeter. Parr tries to drive in, loses his dribble, and Lock Haven gets it back. Here's Washington in transition, kicks it out over to Scott. Scott back into the hands of Stewart. Washington has it on the wing off the Springer screen. Pulls up from just inside the three-point arc. Shot is too strong and no good. And Robinson grabs the rebound. 18 and a half minutes here in this first half. Robinson going coast to coast. Parr with the follow. That's no good. Rebounded by the Bald Eagles. Deegan ahead to Stort. Stort tries to find a pass down low. Thought he got fouled. No call. Davis to Poffenberger. Morgantown to Morgantown. Poffenberger with the pump fake, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line.
Now you could call either one with the foul. Both got fooled on the head fake there, Deegan and Springer, and are going to call Springer.
Yeah, Poffenberger to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. First one's good. So they're only 3-2 Shepherd lead. Second free throw from Poffenberger is up. And it's in and out, no good, and rebounded by Scott. Washington brings it across half court for the Bald Eagles. Now into the hands of Springer. Springer dribble handoff of Stort. Stort back out Scott. Scott attacks the rim, pulls up, and shot is up and good. 4-3 game.
Tough shot there by Scott. Got the bank to fall.
Birdie Davis now with the basketball at the top of the key. Over to Parr. Dribble handoff with Davis. He lost control of it. Poffenberger's going to send a three. That's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Washington. Washington brings it across half court. Attacks, pulls up from the elbow. Poffenberger grabs the rebound.
Washington right now seems content with taking those quick shots for Lock Haven just to make sure that the defensive pressure can't get set in that half court by Shepherd.
Davis' three-pointer there was no good. And again, Lock Haven trying to get into its offense foul underneath. I think it's going to go against Gerard Robinson, as he was trying to grab Stort, second leading scorer on this team. Our first quarter, first few minutes of the first half brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com, as well as Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced, certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777. Visit their Facebook page. Here's Marcus Banks bringing it across half court for the Rams. 4-3 Lock Haven. Wild pass to Poffenberger, who gets the layup to go. Beautiful touch pass from Chase Parr, who's shown a good ability to pass the basketball for a big guy.
And Deegan kind of slipped there to allow Poffenberger just the easy lay-in.
So Rams now in the lead here at 5-4. Down low, it's Springer. Working against Parr, and Parr sends it into the cheerleaders. Perfect timing on the block for Chase Parr.
Yeah, that was too easy for him. Springer kind of gave him a little nudge trying to size him up, and then Parr showed him up.
And off the inbound, it is Deegan. Deegan pulls up, and he nails the triple over Wardlaw. That's their first three of the night, and it's a 7-5 Bald Eagle lead. There's Parr in the high post. Back in the hands now, Wardlaw. Off the Parr screen. Defender in Washington falls down. Down low to Parr, but the pass got away and out of bounds. So the Rams turn it over here with 15:53 to go in this first half. We got the under 16 media timeout. Our score, Lock Haven 7, Shepherd 5. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. 7-5 our score. Lock Haven leading Shepherd here early on. Under 16 media timeout. Nick Verslini, Kyle McLaughlin here for you. Kyler High, our cameraman, and back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. Colin, early on, what kind of stood out to you? It's been so far very much a defensive showcase. Haven't seen a whole lot of offense.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of offense. Both teams still trying to feel out one another, but 0 for 2 start for 3-pointers for Shepherd. We'll see if that gets going or if struggles kind of continue and they go away from that and back into just trying to score down low.
Yeah, they've looked a little bit out of sync. We saw the early substitution of Wardlaw for Robinson, so that's noteworthy as well. We saw a little bit of this in that last game. Banks and Wardlaw on the floor together. As Washington has the dribble with the right hand, and he'll bring it across the timeline into the high post. Nice pass underneath to Springer, and Springer throws it down. 9-5. Lock Haven.
Nobody was covering the backdoor cut.
Parr over to Banks. Banks trying to post up as a guard. Washington gets a hand in there. And now a tough fadeaway jumper is no good from Banks, but Parr for a good offensive rebound. Reset the shot clock. Parr now will pull the three to keep him honest. It's short. Washington ahead to Deegan. Deegan goes up strong, gets the shot over Parr. Springer grabs the rebound. Now Springer thought about it. Head fake. Kick it over to Stort. Deegan reversed the ball into Washington's hand. Mismatch against Poffenberg. He pulls up, and it's an air ball for Eli Washington. So a tough start for the star point guard in this one. Shepherd has held him to just 2 points, and a lot of misses for him early on. 14:40 to go here in this first half. It's 9-5. Lock Haven. Here's Banks up top, over to Parr, now back to Banks. Banks into the lane, kicks it out. Open three for Wardlaw. That's in and out, no good, and rebounded by Springer.
You're not mad that they're taking them. You're just mad that they're missing them because these are wide open threes that they've took to start off 0-4.
Yeah, tough start for the Rams from behind the arc. Washington now into the lane. Shot on the way is in and out, no good, and rebounded by Banks. Banks trying to get it going. Almost a reach-in foul against Washington, but no call. 18 on the shot clock.
Foul right now.
Banks trying to post up, spins around. Tough shot is no good. Davis gets a tip. Rams with a 2-on-1 fast break. Banks with the layup up and good. Marcus Banks has 4, the 7 for Shepherd, and it's 9-7 here. Rams just down by 2.
Good defense leads to even better offense.
Springer now, dribble handoff with Washington. Stort off the bounce, kicks it out. Deegan drives in. Tough shot on the way. Excuse me, that was Scott. And then the Rams grab the rebound. Banks nearly fouled. Another no call. Parr. Touch pass to Poffenberger and the finish.
I like that. That's good vision there.
Parr has proven elite passing ability, especially from a center. You don't see guys like that at this level, especially guys that aren't necessarily ball handlers with that kind of size, pass that well. But he's got tremendous vision, and you see a nice, tough fadeaway jumper from Washington falls. It's 11-9. Davis over to Wardlaw. high post Parr. Poffenberger throws it down low, trying to get it to the big man, but these entry passes just haven't been there tonight, Colin.
No, they haven't. That one just too long and out of play. And now we get a pretty much full line change here for Shepherd. So they're going with a smaller lineup.
Yeah, and Lock Haven counters with a small lineup as well, so it must just be that point in the rotation for these two teams to go to their benches with 12 minutes left in this first half. And bounce pass underneath. Shot is up and no good, but a foul called against the Rams. Coleman will now head to the line.
Springer for Lock Haven right now being checked out by the athletic trainers behind the Shepherd bench. He had to walk over and get taken care of. Looks like something with his hand, might be just a little cut, not too sure.
Yeah, it's possible that he got some blood also on Parr's jersey, maybe. They seem to be cleaning him up over there as well, so could be kind of related. As the free throw good there from Coleman.
Would not be surprised.
It's a 13-9 game now.
Looks like Poffenberger might have got some of that blood on him too.
Yeah, could be. Parr pulls up, and Cole Parr knocks it down for the Rams, making a 13-11 game now. Coleman hands it off. Back out, Coleman, three-pointer on the way. That's good. Nothing but net for Coleman. And it's a 16-11 Lock Haven lead. Here's Michael Cooper now. Back to Parr. And an offensive foul going against Shepherd. It will lead to a turnover.
I believe it's Cooper getting caught with that foul away from the ball.
Yep, it was. And got the under 12 media timeout. It is Lock Haven 16, Shepherd 11. We're back in 30 seconds here on TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
We're back here at the Butcher Center, 16-11. Our score in favor of Lock Haven here, Colin. We hit the under 12 media timeout. Still some offense picking up here the last few moments. Shepherd's gone to its bench lineup as well. Same for Lock Haven.
Both did. Not sure if it was mostly due to, as you said, just kind of the timing and the rotation, or if it might have been the blood on hands and on uniforms as well that resulted in guys taking a seat on the bench. But Shepherd keeping Poffenberger and Parr on the bench as of right now and staying with that small lineup out there.
Yeah, and Lock Haven continues to match with their smaller lineup. As Coleman has it. Back to Ali now in the corner. He tries to post up against Wardlaw. Tough fadeaway jumper, but that's good. Ali with the J. That makes it 18-11. Robinson over to Cooper. Kigwe with that massive dunk for Shepherd against Millersville, and the lob from Parr. Kigwe now tries to attack the rim. Pump fakes, goes up strong, finishes the basket and the foul. Favor Okigwe. Seen some good things here from the freshman from Edgewood, Maryland.
Yeah, drew the contact, the little jab and head fake. Gets the end one opportunity now.
First free throw, or the free throw, is no good from Akigwe. So 18-13 remains our score here. As pull-up three-pointer for Lockhaven in transition is off the side of the rim. No good from Scott. Rebounded by the Rams. Banks back into the game. Finds Kolpar up top. Robinson has a wide open Jay. These guys got together and kind of collided, and then ending up on the ground was Nose. And for a moment, Robinson had a wide open Jay, but it was no good. 18-13. Ali drives in, pulls up from the baseline. That's no good, and Parr grabs the rebound. 9:38 to go in this first half. Banks, left-handed dribble. Tries to reset the offense for Shepherd here. Cole Parr. Over to Banks. Banks with the head fake. Back to Parr. Open three on the way. Is in and out, no good. Almost an excellent rebound from Cooper, but he couldn't keep it. And now here goes Bird. Ali with the basketball, calling things out. Over to Nose. Now back to Bird. Low post, it's Coleman. He faces up against Parr. He'll drive baseline and get the layup to go. 20-13. Coleman starting to provide a nice spark off the bench. He's got 7. 20-13 with 8:40 to go here in this first half. Shepherd's gone cold offensively. Chase Parr getting ready to check back in. Marcus Banks pulls up from the extended elbow. That's no good. Rebound again from Coleman. Then he throws it out of bounds off of Akigwe. A nice heads-up play.
Yeah, Akigwe was standing out of bounds, so just looks down at his feet and puts the ball right on him. But as you said, Shepherd just has gone cold and lacked size down low. They're making Lockhaven put up tough shots. It's just been tough shots made.
And Shepherd hasn't responded with those open threes that they missed earlier, too, Colin. As Parr gets a big block at the rim. Rams can get out and run now. Banks in transition, back to Parr. They'll slow it back down. 22 on the shot clock. Down by 7, 8:05 to go in this first half. Over to Parr. Parr goes into the lane. Tries to work his way to the basket. No foul called. He lost control of it. And we should have the under 8 media timeout. Our score, Lockhaven 20, Shepherd 13. We're back in 30 seconds. This is the Shepherd Rams on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
Welcome you back here to Shepherd. 2013, our score in favor of Lockhaven. Colin, our first half brought to you by the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, 2013, our score here, Collins, 7:55 to go in this first half. It's been a tough stretch here for the Rams recently.
Yeah, they're shooting 37.5% so far compared to 42% for Lockhaven. Still No three-pointers for the Rams. 0 of 5.
Yeah, that's tough when you're not making those jumpers, especially because a lot of them have been good looks for Shepherd. Ali attacks into the paint. Scott back to Ali, just 10 on the shot clock. 7.5 to go in this first half. Ali drives in, goes up strong, shot is no good, and Banks grabs the rebound. Banks ahead to Davis, down low. Parr trying to post up, spin move shot, and that's up and good. That's his first 2 points. Might even be his first shot. It's been a while since he's really been involved in the offense, at least. 2015 our score. They've gotten him some touches, but hasn't led to too much so far. There's a turnover almost. Ali keeps it alive. Off the screen goes Ali, kicks it out to Bird. Bird has it poked away by Banks. Banks dives on the floor. Shepherd has a fast break coming. The officials blew the whistle.
Yeah, the shot clock went off. Shepherd thought they had possession, so it shouldn't have been a shot clock violation. But officials going to rule that the ball was still on the floor and that Shepherd did not have possession, so that takes away an easy bucket for the Rams.
Yeah, that was tough. And now the shot clock goes to 20 for Shepherd, which it's a new possession. I feel like it should have been reset to the full 30.
I think you're right. That's just a mistake by scores table, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter as Parr gets the layup to go. He's now got 4. 2017 our scores. The Rams have got right back into it here. 6 minutes to go. Shepherd's bench getting into it as well. Coleman tries a wide open 3, and you can't leave him alone. That's his second swish of the night. Coleman's come off the bench and given a big spark here to Lockhaven. Really, this whole second unit's played well.
And both three-pointers that Coleman made right at the top of the key, wide open.
Davis over to Banks. You don't see that from the Shepherd defense. Too many wide open triples. Banks into the lane, up and good. Marcus Banks now has 6. Shepherd down by 4 here, 23-19. 5:40 to go in this first half.
Yeah, Banks saw the mismatch for him against Ali and took it to the rim.
Ali down low, working it into Scott. Scott goes up strong, but he's fouled on his way to the rim. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to call a Kigwe potentially with some contact down low. As Parr had all ball up high. Now Poffenberger's going to come in to give a little more size on the floor for Shepherd, and at least for Parr here as of late, that's been the difference that you've seen for the Rams to get them back into this one, only down 4 right now before the free throws.
And Okigwe does have 2 fouls for what it's worth as well, so first free throw was no good from Scott. Second one up and no good as well. So good foul, I guess, overall for Shepherd as Marcus Banks will bring it across half court. Davis trying to work his way open. He does. Brody back to Marcus. Poffenberger over to Davis. Trying to find Parr. He does now. Only 8 on the shot clock. Shepherd trying to go to work. Parr powers his way past Coleman and throws it down. Coleman trying to go for the steal. Parr made him play with the slam dunk, and it's a 2-point game, 23-21.
And here comes the size back out onto the floor here potentially for Lockhaven at the next dead ball.
Drive to the rim, shot up and good for Scott, excuse me. And it's a 4-point lead here for Lockhaven. Robinson trying to get it down low to Parr. They'll reset. Banks off the Parr screen. He gets going toward the rim. Tough shot. But Banks won the battle against Coleman at the rim. He's had a nice first half. 8 points for Marcus Banks. It's back to a 2-point game. Ali brings it across half court. Finds Coleman. Ali now into the line to block it, but a great job by Ali to found the bigger defender and get the layup to go. 4 points for him off the bench. 3:50 to go in this first half. Robinson drives into the lane. Robinson, tough shot, falls. He's got his first 2 points. It was a great game, I should say, from Robinson last time out against Millersville.
Referee needs to pay attention. He missed Bird having a foot over the line on the inbound.
3-pointer on the way. It's an air ball from Scott. That will take us to the under 4 media timeout. And a mass substitution coming on for Lockhaven. Our score, Lockhaven 27, Shepherd 25, 3:09 to go in this first half. This is Shepherd men's basketball on TV 10. We're back in 30 seconds.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. Our score, Lockhaven 27, Shepherd 25. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, Kyler High, our cameraman, back in the studio. Dylan Bishop. Colin here as we continue through this first half. Shepherd has climbed their way back into it, but Lockhaven's continued to hold on to this lead, and now we're going to see the Lockhaven starters back out on the floor.
Yeah, and we'll see how much of a difference that makes because, as you said, they've held on to the lead, and it's because of the bench so far really giving them some good minutes here as of late.
Banks off the double screen. Over to Poffenberger. Now Robinson. Brody Davis reverses the basketball. Banks trying to figure something out here offensively. Shepherd moving slowly into the low post. It's Poffenberger going to work, and a foul called. No shot. Poffenberger fouled by, it looked like, Deegan. That's his first. Third team foul on Lockhaven. Par with the basketball. New shot clock for Shepherd. Banks goes into the lane. Scoop shot on the way is up and good. Marcus Banks now has 10 first half points, and we're tied at 27 here with 2:30 to go before halftime. Springer over to Washington. Washington thought about it. Pops it out to Deegan. Head fake, three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Shepherd has a chance to take the lead. Parr down low, too deep into the paint. And Parr says too small. I mean, mouse in the house right there, Colin. If you get it that deep in the paint with Parr, he's going to finish all night.
Yeah, he's going to be unstoppable, and that's what we've been seeing past few games here for Shepherd.
Poffenberger with a great rebound on the other end. Three-pointer on the way from Poffenberger. Money. Carson Poffenberger gives Shepherd a 32-27 lead with 1:38 to go in this first half. Timeout, Lockhaven. We're back in 30. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Back here to the Butcher Center, 32-27. Shepherd leading Lockhaven. 1:33 to go in this first half. Carson Poffenberger with the first triple tonight for the Rams. And it extends the lead and causes a Lockhaven timeout. Washington shot, no good. Rebounded, though, by Washington. Down low to Springer, and Springer finishes underneath.
Yeah, I think Parr might have got a piece of Washington's, but he couldn't get over. He was screened by his own teammates to try to get Springer's shot blocked.
So Banks back to Poffenberger. Thought about feeding Chase, but decides to reverse the basketball. Offensive foul going against Shepherd. I think it's going to go on Carson Poffenberger.
I think you're right. He was trying to get some positioning and kind of just put that forearm out a little bit too much with the extension.
Yeah, kind of hooked his defender in there. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Shepherd by 3 at 32-29. All about the three-pointer. Drive to the rim. Kick it over to Washington. Washington into the lane. Slide that foot. Travel. So turnover there for Lockhaven, and that's helpful for Shepherd since they just turned it over with the offensive foul. A little bit of pressure here shown in the backcourt from Stort. Banks says, I got this. Go ahead, Carson, and go back down the court. Banks over to Robinson. Shepherd can't hold for the final shot.
Nope, about 9-second difference.
12 seconds on the shot clock here. Rams extra pass. Brody Davis, corner three is in and out and no good. Ball is tipped around into the hands of Stort. Final few seconds of the first half. Washington attacks the rim. Defense from Banks. Washington fadeaway. Jay is good right before the buzzer. He ends the first half with 6. And at the half, it is Shepherd 32, Lockhaven 31 as we head into halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break, we'll have the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs. Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Back here to Shepherd, our halftime show brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg. It's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Shepherd volleyball being honored here at halftime after a historic season for the Rams, Colin, where they made it deep into the PSAC tournament, had a great year overall. But here at Shepherd. Our first half stats are going to be brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. For the Rams, the leading scorer at the half is Marcus Banks with 10 points. Chase Parr has 8. Kigwe with 2. 2 from Robinson, 2 from Cole Parr, and 8 for Carson Poffenberger. Washington had 6. Coleman with 10. 2 from Scott. Scott. Yeah, no, Scott had 2. 3 from Deegan, 4 from Springer, 2 from the other Scott, and 4 from Lee to total up for 31 for Lockhaven at the half. Our score here at halftime, 32-31 in favor of Shepherd. Colin, what kind of stood out to you about that first half?
Just down the stretch, the shooting for Shepherd really stepped up. Mentioned at that last media timeout, I think it was, that they were shooting, 37.5% or something like that. They finished the first half shooting almost 60%, 57.7%, knocking down 15 of their 26 shots. Still only 1 3-pointer, though. They've been struggling there, 1 of 7 compared to 3 of 7 for Lockhaven. But the officials really letting them play as well. Neither team's been to the free throw line that much, so that's why it's knotted up right now pretty much with a 1-point lead for the Rams. Defensive game. That's what the Rams like here. Low-scoring, defensive fight. We'll see who has the edge in the second half.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from Dylan Bishop back in the studio. I have a scoreboard update for you. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube back in 2 minutes.
WVU Medicine Gastroenterology in Martinsburg recently welcomed 2 new physicians, expanding advanced gastroenterology services in the Eastern Panhandle. Dr. Vishal Gupta and Dr. Yusuf Hadi joined WVU Medicine Gastroenterology at the clinic's new location in Medical Office Building Number 3 on the Berkeley Medical Center campus. Dr. Gupta and Dr. Hadi are accepting new patients. Call 304-596-6893 to schedule an appointment or for more information.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome into the Halftime Scoreboard Show. You're on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network. Currently halftime from the Butchers Center in Shepherdstown, 32-31. The Rams lead the Bald Eagles at halftime. Get you some scores from around the rest of the PSAC right now. In men's basketball, Millersville on the road against Mansfield, currently leading 41-32 at the half. 3 minutes left in the first half. From Kutztown, it's 31-30. Golden Bears over Bloomsburg. UPJ on the road against IUP, currently trailing 47-32 at halftime. 7:34 left in the first half in Gannon, where Golden Knights lead 26-20 against Slippery Rock. Edinburgh currently leading their matchup against Brighton Stratton College. Big lead for them, 41-22. Cal with a 30-21 lead against Clarion with 5:41 left in the first half there. East Stroudsburg up 30-21 at Shippensburg. A game with 10 minutes left in the first half. That one tipped off around 8 o'clock compared to the roughly 7:30 starts for the rest of the men's game. Get you some final scores from the women's games earlier today. Shepherd fell to Lock Haven 74-54. Gannon beat Slippery Rock 80-55. Edinburgh beat Brighton Stratton College 113-41. Mansfield falls to Millersville 68-56. Kutztown beats Bloomsburg 67-56. IUP 84, Pitt Johnstown 62. Cal beats Clarion 85-74. And Shippensburg with a 1-point win against East Stroudsburg. WVU currently in the men's side, 18-18 at number 10 Houston. 11:35 left in the first half of that one. Number 2 Iowa State leading number 9 Kansas 42-37. A few minutes into the second half there. The West Virginia Mountaineers on the women's basketball side, ranked number 20 in the country, currently leading Colorado 43-32 with 4:16 left in the third quarter. A couple games going on in the NBA. Currently at halftime, Knicks 60 and 76ers 47. That one on ESPN. A lot of other games just barely getting underway. So with that, we'll send it back to Nick and Colin at the Butcher Center. Shepherd 32, Lock Haven 31. This has been the Halftime Scoreboard Show here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back here to The Butcher Center, Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, Kyler High, our cameraman, and back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. Colin, good game here at halftime, 32-31. Shepherd leading Lock Haven. What were some things you'd like to see from the Rams in this second half?
Other than what we kind of already mentioned earlier, take care of the basketball a little bit better right now. Turnover margin 7-4 in favor of Lock Haven, so Shepherd needs to take care of the ball down low. Just kind of lost concentration for a few of them, but you're still satisfied with how it's gone. You're shooting the ball well now after a slow start, and the defense is doing what it typically does, keeping this low scoring and giving you the advantage. So not sure who has the edge, though, heading into this second half. It could come down to the wire. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it did.
I think one thing that stands out to me as well, just to add to your point, it was clear that the Lock Haven second unit was a little bit more productive than the Shepherd second unit. And just looking at the numbers, Warlaw scoreless. So you just need more. Akigwe gave you 2 points off the bench. Cole Parr gave you 2 points off the bench. But when Shepherd fell behind, it was when that second unit was out there. And Lock Haven had built itself a nice little lead, and then Shepherd had to get its starters back in and were able to come back into the game and eventually take the lead. So when you have to turn to that bench, those guys are going to have to be productive. In the past, we have seen Coach Namlik run a very tight lineup, so maybe we do see that here in the second half.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, bench points for Lock Haven have contributed for over half their total points, 16 out of the 31 compared to only 4 bench points for Shepherd. But as long as the Rams keep attacking down low, they got 24 of the 32 points in the paint compared to 18 for Lock Haven. That'll be the difference. So we'll see if they can continue to attack, see Banks go in for some easy layups here and there, be aggressive, and then feed Parr and Poffenberger when they're out on the floor. And right now it looks like it's just Parr out there.
Yeah, and it's going to be, well, Poffenberger's out there too, but it's going to be
I missed him. Sorry, he was on the right.
It's all good. As well, not only to get bench scoring at times, but just to get good minutes for your bench in general. And we really didn't see too many guys step up for the Rams, but we did see a lot of guys for Lock Haven do some good things off the bench. I mean, just to speak to it, Stort, their team's second leading scorer here at halftime, has been shut out, and Lock Haven's only down 1. So definitely a solid first half at times for the Bald Eagles and for the Rams. So who will be the better team here in the second half? It will be Lock Haven possession here first. Washington pulls up from that long 2-point range, and his shot's off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Brody Davis. Banks now has the basketball for Shepherd. Poffenberger reversed the basketball into the hands of Banks. Down low, Parr post up. Parr goes to work. Shot is no good. Rebounded on the other end by Deegan. Stort trying to go to work. Reverse it into the hands of Scott. He'll drive in. Shot blocked by Parr. Parr keeps it alive. Tries to keep it to his teammates, but, well, Shepherd gets lucky there. Usually if you save the ball in your own basket, not typically a great thing to do. There it almost led to 2 points for Lock Haven, but the Rams recovered.
That was going to be my exact point as well, Nick.
Glad we're on the same page, Kyle.
They should have been as well. And they're not.
They weren't there either. Poffenberger overshooting Banks for the turnover, and Lock Haven's looking to go quickly. Shepherd does get back, though, on defense. Stort goes into the lane. Tough shot over Parr is no good. Parr's on the ground. Banks to Robinson. Robinson. First the ball, wide open. Davis, three-pointer. It's going up and in. Brody Davis knocks down the open triple. He's on the board for the first time here tonight. If you can get him going from three, you better watch out because he can shoot it.
Yeah, if that can get going for Shepherd, they take that lead.
Washington answers with a big three on the other end. Go ahead, Colin.
Just my point being that kind of like what we saw in Millersville here at this same point in the game, get out to a double-digit lead and then just cling on the rest of the way with defensive pressure would be nice.
Davis with the basketball. Down low to Parr, who turns and faces, attacks the rim, goes up strong and finishes. Nice move from Parr. He's in double figures now at 10 points.
Yeah, and that's just the pound-for-pound differential that we were talking about in the pregame.
Springer trying to attack on the other end, but Parr manhandles him with the block.
Now they're drawn back and forth a little bit down the floor.
As they should. Davis. Kick it out, Robinson. He had Davis open on the give back to him, but he didn't see him. Nice pass by Poffenberger underneath. Parr can't get it to go.
That's a foul.
Yeah, it looked like possibly a foul there, but no call there initially, and now it comes.
Good job by the backside official recognizing that foul.
Deegan fouling. That's his second 3-point lead for the Rams. They'll inbound it from the baseline.
And I didn't even think it was a foul against Deegan. I thought it was Springer that was going to get called because his hand was inside the face of Parr.
But not the call that the officials made. Banks down low. Parr battling for positioning. This time it's going to go against Springer as Parr draws the foul. They'll head to the line, shoot two.
Yeah, he's just manhandling him right now, and it's kind of frustrating Springer a little bit right now. He can still get his if he just relaxes.
Parr from the free throw line there knocks it down. Haven't seen a whole lot of Shepherd free throws in that first half. Only attempted 3 of them. They were 1 for 3. Parr's second free throw is no good. He's about a 64% free throw shooter, so not bad, but not great either. A little bit below average, you'd say. Average is probably around 70, 75%. But for a big guy, 64 is not too bad. Jumper from Washington is good. Washington, if he heats up for Lockhaven, could be trouble for Shepherd. He's now got 11 points. Held him to 6 at halftime. Banks back to Parr. Parr goes into the lane. Nice pass to Poffenberger. The big man is doing it all here tonight. And Poffenberger's in double figures now with 10 points. Thought about the three-pointer. Good ball movement here from Lockhaven. Stort goes into the lane. Tough shot. No good. Rams running the floor. Pass between the legs to Brody Davis. Back to Banks. (40-36) Shepherd. Banks back to Robinson. Nice move. Three-pointer. It's good. Gerard Robinson hits the triple.
That was a great play design. They brought, I believe it was Parr high to alert the defender. Went with a double screen for Robinson to come around.
Working around the perimeter is Lockhaven. Drive to the rim. Shot no good. Rebounded by Parr. 43-36. Banks throws it down low. Thought he got fouled. Did Parr? No call. Banks loses control of it. Parr gets it back. Layup up and good. Just sticking with the play there is Chase Parr, and Shepherd has built that lead out to 9. 45-36. We got a timeout here with 15:06 to go in this ball game. We'll take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10.
Do you have someone in a nursing home, or are you worried about somebody you love going into a nursing home? The law firm of Daniel Staggers can protect your assets. Call the law firm of Daniel Staggers today at 304-267-3915. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm does elder care law, estate planning, and special needs trusts for disabled children and family members. Visit the Daniel Staggers Law Firm for your initial free consultation at 133 East John Street in Martinsburg. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm, when you need asset protection for you or for a family member.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini and Kyle McLaughlin here with you. 45-36, Shepherd pulling away, and like we saw the other day, if Shepherd can get itself that 8, 9, 10-point lead, sometimes that's enough because their defense is one of the best in the country even, I'd say, but, I mean, at least in the PSAC, or at least in the region.
Yeah, I mean, they're number one in the conference in defense, so right now that is showing once again, and there's blood in the water, theoretically, or hypothetically, right now with this lead, so Shepherd just needs to continue to be on the tack and get that ball down low. Keep feeding Poffenberger, keep feeding Parr, and then taking those open threes when given a chance. They've knocked 2 down so far here this half. I believe 2 for 2 this half with the three-pointers compared to 1 of 7 in that first half.
Yeah, definitely starting to feel it from behind the arc is Shepherd. Drive in here. Lost control of it. That's Scott on his way to the rim. Take it back out. Coleman, 5 on the shot clock. Bounce pass underneath, gets tipped away by Shepherd, and the Rams got it back. Going to the bench a little bit as Shepherd as they're trying to keep Parr fresh. Cole Parr comes in. Everybody else, though, still the starters. Davis to Parr. Cole Parr trying to post it up and go to work, and he lost control on his way to the rim. No foul called. Rams have to hustle back on defense. Banks tips it away from Washington.
Parr got whacked from behind and then whacked Deegan as a result as well.
Ball on the floor. Poffenberger diving for it. Lockhaven gets it back. Coleman with the mismatch, but a good recovery by the Rams defense.
Yeah, great job just going straight up and standing there.
Robinson heads into the lane. Kicks it out. Davis open 3 on the way. Just short, no good from Brody Davis. He hit his first 3 of the game a few moments ago. 45-36 Shepherd. Coleman step back, baseline jumper, good. That's tough. Coleman has 12. To lead Lockhaven.
Yeah, as you said, that is a tough shot, but Lockhaven's made a few tough shots tonight.
Yeah, Shepherd's defense makes you take those tough shots, so you better be able to knock them down. Cole Parr up top. Hand off of Robinson. Robinson trying to get to the rack. Robinson goes up strong, blocked by Coleman. And now a foul called in transition. Going against the Rams. And now we have the under 16 media timeout as our last timeout was taken by Lockhaven. 45-38, our score. Shepherd leading. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. Our second half is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call 304-263-3361, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Our score, Shepherd 45, Lockhaven 38, 13:01 to go in this ball game. Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Kyle McLaughlin here as well, and Kyle High, our cameraman. Dylan Bishop back in the studio. Rams going to the bench a little bit. Okigwe, Wardlaw, Parr, Robinson, and Davis, the 5 out there for Shepherd, and it's a completely bench lineup besides Stewart out there for Lockhaven. Okigwe reverses the basketball, 15 on the shot clock. Brody Davis thought about the three-pointer. Now the Rams will reset the offense a little bit here. Wordlaw off the Parr screen, pick and roll. Parr trying to power his way to the rim and somehow got that shot to go. Cole Parr now has 4, and it's a 47-38 game. Stewart with it on the wing, off the screen, double screen now, and versus it to Scott. Three-pointer on the way. That is an air ball off the side of the rim maybe, but ugly looking shot for Nose. Keegway will inbound it. Wardlaw with the basketball. 47-38. Shepherd, 12:15 to go in this contest. Parr. Triple handoff with Wardlaw. Davis back to Parr. Shepherd's offense starting to pick things up here in the second half. Parr going to work against Coleman. Tough hook shot over top of him is no good.
I was just unlucky. Went in and out.
Rebounded by Ali. Over to Scott. Three-pointer from Stewart, is no good. Rebounded by Davis. Wardlaw. Trying to feed Parr again, but it gets tipped away by Coleman and out of bounds. Shepherd by 9, 47-38, 11:41 to go. That's the under 12 media timeout. So we'll take another break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app. It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
It's been a solid 9-point lead or so for Shepherd over the last few minutes. Game's kind of slowed down a little bit with these timeouts. We had a timeout from Lockhaven around 15 minutes, under 16 media timeout at around 13-something, and now we get the under 12, so we haven't really found a flow to this part of the game, but this is advantage Shepherd because that means their starters can get fresh.
Absolutely advantage Shepherd. This is playing right into their hands. The style of game, everything so far has been in the Rams' control, and we'll see if it continues or not.
So Robinson has it off the inbound. Akigwe reverses to Parr. Parr trying to get to Davis. Good defense here from Lockhaven. Wardlaw down low. Parr now trying to go to work. He gets double teamed. And that's a tough shot. Blocked by Coleman. Gets his own rebound. Only 5 on the shot clock. Wardlaw chucks up a 3. That's off the back of the rim. No good. Akigwe fighting for the rebound. That's going to be a foul called against
I don't know who they're going to call.
I think they're going to go Scott.
Both were kind of hand positioning back and forth, really being aggressive there down low.
Yeah, you kind of saw the arm extended from Akigwe, but I think it was because his arm was being grabbed by Scott. At least that's what the officials ruled. So new shot clock for Shepherd. Parr will chuck it from 3, and that's good. Cole Parr with a jumper.
I like it. Keep him honest. You're going to let him shoot, he's going to make you pay.
And it's the Rams by 12 here with 10:55 to go in this contest. Ali trying to get to the rack. He's fouled on the floor. It will go underneath. And that's just the first team foul against Shepherd here in the second half, so that's big as well.
They let him play in the first half.
Yeah, that's true. Both teams didn't shoot a whole lot of free throws, and that's kind of continued through this second half. Ali to Bird. Bird blocked by Parr. Back to Wardlaw. Over to Davis, and now Parr gets ran into by Scott. That'll be a foul against him.
Yeah, Scott just kind of tripped him incidentally.
That's the 5th Team foul on Lockhaven, so Shepherd's only 2 away from the bonus with 10:34 to go in the second half. Rams take a while to get it in, but they do get it into Parr, who's found some good minutes here off the bench. Cole Parr has been the second unit offense, but the shot underneath, no good. Bird. Ali, top of the key. Three-pointer on the way from Scott. That's too strong and heads off the top of the, or heads off the back of the rim, over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. Davis checks out. Banks checks back in. That gives Shepherd a little bit more to work with offensively, with Marcus Banks being another scorer and Cole Parr. As we mentioned, the bench points haven't been super productive. Davis more just a spot-up shooter. Robinson occasionally can create his own shot, but having Banks out there I think will really help. And Parr continues to attack and will go back to the line. So good minutes here from Cole Parr off the bench.
Yeah, and that's all because of the three-pointer that he made. He got the ball originally at the top of the key here this possession, which drew out the defender. He was able to just go with a quick jab, drive in, had the positioning, and then just got grabbed from behind.
Free throw no good.
Got to make those, though, after that.
Yeah, that's big. It'll be interesting to see how Cole Parr develops moving forward, because Chase Parr is a senior. He's done after this season, so that's going to be a big loss that Shepherd will have to fill, and Cole could be that guy. Obviously, we got a while before we're worried about that, but just something to look for. And you see the similar styles of play to an extent. Chase a little bit bigger. Cole that time gets that turnaround hook shot to go, I should say.
And he needed that after the 2 missed free throws.
Yep. Shepherd keeping those possessions alive, and they lead it by 14 here, 52-38. Lockhaven, I feel like, has to go back to their starters here at some point or something. They need some sort of spark. That shot's no good. Robinson, a good rebound. Wardwall, corner three. Off the mark. Keegley nearly put it back.
That would have took the roof off this place.
And then a foul in transition going against Shepherd. 52-38. It's only been an 8-point second half for Lockhaven. We do have an injury here. Marcus Banks is slow to get up, which is obviously concerning. Star point guard here for Shepherd, but he is able to walk it off on his own power, so a little bit of a limp there, but good sign that he at least was able to get up and walk off.
Yeah, it is.
Relatively quickly.
Hit the floor pretty hard there.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. Birdie Davis coming back in for Banks. That's a big injury here down the stretch. Hopefully he's able to return at some point, because that's Shepherd's point guard, and he's been very consistent, even though he hasn't scored here in the second half. Just having his presence out down on the floor, it really helps Shepherd.
Yeah, I mean, he's the leading scorer.
Yeah, throughout the season.
Right.
He appears to be all right there. He's walking it off. Free throw up and good there from Bird, his first point of the game. Second free throw from him is good as well. So it's a 12-point game with 9 minutes left. And now a little bit of pressure here from Lockhaven. Down low, it's Parr. He'll turn and face against Coleman. Parr trying to fight for positioning, gets deep into the lane, can't finish the layup. He's frustrated with it. And Chase Parr is going to come back in. Coleman back the other way. Layup is up and good.
Defense didn't get back quick enough.
No. Shepherd may want to think about here a timeout. Banks is going to check back in as well. Davis back the other way. Robinson thought about the three, but he drives in. Parr, step back three on the way is good. Cole Parr continues to shine here in the second half. 55-42. Three-pointer there. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. Shepherd with a 13-point lead. Poffenberger, Banks, and Parr getting ready to come back in. The second unit, Colin, we knew they needed to play a little bit better, and we've seen some good minutes here for them down the stretch in a crucial point in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Parr's been shining light here so far for them as well.
Trying to attack the rim. He doesn't get fouled, actually. He goes out of bounds. Cole will go to the bench. We'll have the under 8 media timeout here. Shepherd 55, Lock Haven 42. We're back in 30 seconds.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Happy to have you with us, Colin. 55-42 Shepherd, 7:38 to go. And how about the run from Cole Parr as he explodes here with 10 points during that stretch of play for him. 2 threes. And then a couple layups in there as well. So real good stretch off the bench. But overall, just bench defense leading to good offense. After Lock Haven's bench kind of dominated that first half and was the best unit for the Bald Eagles in that first half. Shepherd's bench extending their lead here, and now they got the starters back on the floor against the Lock Haven bench and up 13. So you feel good about Shepherd right now.
Yeah, they flipped the switch right now. They're in control still, and we'll see if they can close it out.
Davis off the screen for 3, too strong. Poffenberger gets the rebound, though. Rams will reset their offense. Shepherd able to get an open look off of the timeout. Banks with 7 on the shot clock, trying to find an opening. Only 3 on the shot clock now. Tough shot from Banks, but he knocks it down. First 2 points of the second half for Banks. Down the court, it's Coleman underneath with the easy lay-in. That's been a few times where Shepherd's been a little bit slow here in transition, and Coleman's gotten easy baskets. Whoever's been down there. Banks to Davis. Rams trying to reset their offense. This is what they'll do. They'll take a lot of time off the shot clock. So sometimes, Shepherd, you don't think of them as a high-powered offensive team, but a lot of it is just they're a slower-moving offensive team, not necessarily a bad offensive team, if that kind of makes sense there. Davis, jumper on the way, no good. They minimize the possessions. Some teams like to maximize possessions. That shot is no good, but then followed by Scott, and he gets the layup to go. He's got 4.
Yeah, this is a crucial spot right now. You've had back-to-back empty possessions here out of the immediate timeout. You need to get going again. Make sure Lock Haven doesn't come back in this. That's a foul.
Robinson working his way around. 12 on the shot clock. Parr off the Banks screen. Banks into the lane. Banks doing a lot of dribbling. Shot is blocked, but he's fouled on his way up. Followed by Bird. Banks will shoot 2 free throws. Lock Haven bringing some starters back on. Looks like it's going to be Deegan and Washington coming back in. Just hasn't been the day they wanted so far offensively for Lock Haven, as Banks' free throws up and good. He now has 13 points. 58-46. Second free throw. Good as well. So 14 for Banks. 5:43 to go in this contest. 59-46 Shepherd. Washington over to Stort. Stort kicks it out. Three-pointer from Bird from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Poffenberger. Banks off the par screen. He is fouled, and he'll go back to the line.
You got to keep knocking down those free throws. He did the first two. That's kind of been a weak spot here for Shepherd, at least so far this evening. I believe 4 of 9 from the free throw line. If I'm not mistaken, double checking here.
Banks' free throw is up and good. 60-46. Second one, good as well. 61-46, 5 minutes left. Shepherd by 15. It's been a dominating performance for the Rams here, especially in the second half. It's been just a 16-point second half, Colin, for Lockheed.
Just give credit to the Shepherd defense. Can't say anything else, honestly.
Yeah, the defense and just, I guess, the constant pressure the offense has really put on Lockhaven, it seems like.
Putting them on lock.
Yeah. Washington, a deep three. That's good.
Not that time.
He has not gotten going the way I think they wanted him to. Does have 14 points. Davis could have pulled it, but decided to kill a little bit more time. And also the Lockhaven defense was recovering here. 61-49. Shepherd leading. Robinson down low. Parr, easy two-handed jam.
Nobody around him.
Yep. And good play calling by Shepherd to get the easy look for Parr. Crowd chanting defense here. Coleman into the lane, has it stripped away, but a foul called. That's only the fourth against Shepherd, 8 on Lockhaven, so the Bald Eagles in the bonus defensively. And we got the under 4 media timeout. Our score, Shepherd 63, Lockhaven 49. We're back at 30.
Only one.
My family has run Krause Village Store since 1931. My mom had a stroke and needed help. Hospice of the Panhandle helped my brothers and my sister care for my mom at home. Anything that she needed, we were able to do that by just listening to them and following their training and advice. They were my eyes and ears and helped tremendously during this time. Don't wait to call Hospice of the Panhandle.
Basketball action on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Tomorrow we'll have more basketball action for you. We got girls basketball for the first time this season as Martinsburg plays host to Washington. Always a fun matchup between those two teams, Colin. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, should be a fun one. It's our first girls basketball matchup of the year for high school, as the first one that we originally had scheduled got postponed to a day that we unfortunately couldn't do it. So that was as a result of the snowstorm we had. So we'll get to finally see these two teams, and as you said, should be a good one. Those are two of the better teams in the area.
Yep. Our second half also brought to you by the Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com, as well as Panhandle Dumpsters. Sign up with Panhandle today at PanhandleDumpsters.com. Also use the promo code TV10. Get your first month free. Stort into the lane, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way is short. Rebounded by Coleman, and his layup is up and good. Coleman continues to play well for Lockhaven, but they still trail it by 12 here, 63-51. Parr in transition will bring it out. Shepherd continues to try to milk some clock and keep this lead in double digits.
Yeah, time's on their side right now.
Banks off the par screen. Banks trying to create something here for his team or himself. Kind of a breakdown as every defender left their guy that they were guarding, and Banks turns it over. Washington hits again from three. That's his third here of the second half from downtown, and it's only a 9-point game, and Shepherd looks a little bit wild. Wardlaw, though, wide open lane to the rim. Layup is up and good. That's his first 2 points, and that's a big first 2 points for the freshman. Down low, Coleman, too strong. Tipped around and out of bounds. It'll be Shepherd ball. But this pressure for Lockhaven caused a little bit of issues for the Rams there initially. It's good to get Wardlaw in the game, have the 2 point guards out there for Shepherd so you maximize your ball handling. Offenberger breaks the press, has the pass tipped, and finds Robinson. Now the Rams can slow it back down here. 2:33 to go, 65-54 Shepherd. High post par. Will attack the rack, go up strong, finish through the contact. Parr is having a fantastic performance here at home.
Yeah, he's just emerging to be a presence that's going to be dealt with night in, night out here for Shepherd the rest of this season in conference play.
17 points to lead the way for Shepherd from Chase Parr here tonight. And the free throw is short. Down the other way, Stewart chucks up a triple. That's good. That's his first 3 points. Second leading scorer on the team, and he's been shut out to this point. Finally gets one to go. Shepherd nearly turns it over, but it's off of Lockhaven. So it's only a 10-point game with still 2 minutes left. So anything could happen here down the stretch, but it would take kind of a collapse from Shepherd. He would obviously be very disappointed if Lockhaven were to somehow pull it out, but crazy things have happened. And Shepherd obviously has to take good care of the basketball here down the stretch and make free throws will be the key column as we head into these final few minutes.
Yeah, and everybody struggled at the free throw line pretty much except for Banks, who has the ball right now.
Rams trying to set it up. 7 on the shot clock. Banks a tough fadeaway jumper. That's short. Poffenberger tips
Crashed
it.
the glass.
He ends up getting the board.
No.
Smartly pulls it out.
You could tell he really wanted it, though, but took the selfless move.
Yep, you can kill another 30 seconds. Parr down low. Skip pass in the corner. This time Wardlaw pulls the 3, and that's good.
There you go. He deserves that.
Pass up, a good shot for a better one. And Shepherd's up 13. Stewart trying to throw behind his back. Somehow found Coleman. Coleman with a difficult prayer type shot, but he ends up getting his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Final minute, though, this one, it's an 11-point game. Lockhaven trying to foul, but the official's not calling it.
I don't know why.
There it is. They didn't really get a good foul, to be honest.
No, I mean, I don't know why you're fouling here. Chances of you coming back down 11 right now.
Not high,
Not
but
high at all.
You do have to try for at least a possession or two. Typically what you want to do, you don't just want to give up with still 45 seconds left. Because things can change quickly as Wardlaw heads to the line and knocks down the first.
Timeout Shepherd.
Yeah, timeout Shepherd. We'll keep it here. So, yes, essentially at this point it's a 4-possession game. It's not looking great. But if you do get some misses and then you make a 3, then it's an 8-point game at that point. So you do keep trying if it's within 15, I feel like, at this point. But if Shepherd makes both these free throws and then you go down and don't make a shot, you're probably going to see them pull it off. But It's unlikely, but you still got to do it here at this point. I feel like that makes sense. Again, not likely, but most teams are going to.
Well, we'll see how Shepherd's able to close it out at the free throw line. So far, 7-13 as a team.
Yeah, I mean, like the other day we saw like Shepherd women's basketball foul down 10 with 2 seconds left. That was unrealistic. This is still within range, so I understand it. There is no 10-point shot, but there is still time here. Wardlaw does make them both, though, so that's big for the Rams. 72-59. Washington back the other way, goes coast to coast, lays it up and in. Now they nearly forced the turnover. 39 seconds left.
Just got to stay focused and close it out.
Good pass down the court to Robinson. Robin gets away. Shepherd continues to kill some clock. Poffenberger's fouled here with 31 seconds. So great job by Shepherd. They were able to not only keep control of the basketball, but burn another 3-4 seconds before getting fouled.
Well, again, officials being really stingy with when they call these fouls. They are holding back a little bit when Lockhaven's trying to reach in and get a quicker foul drawn to keep the clock with as much time on it as possible. And,
well,
another
the key,
missed free throw.
Yeah, Poffenberger no good there. The key in this situation is you got to go for the ball and make sure you commit a foul. Just because you're reaching in, not always a foul if you don't make contact. So can't be intentional because you got to go for the ball, even though everybody knows that's what you're trying to do down the stretch. Washington, dribble handoff. No, he fakes it. Burning a lot of time on this possession. Coleman back to Washington. They got to get the shot off here quicker. They want any chance, and now a foul going to be called against Shepherd, which should be on the floor, I believe. So only the 5th team foul as well for the Rams with just 17 seconds.
You don't want to force up a shot if you're Lockhaven, but kind of at this point you almost feel like you have to.
Washington pulls a deep three. That's good.
And he can do it.
73-64, so now it's just a 9-point game, but you do have 12 seconds.
Right.
So not looking great, but you will still see Lockhaven foul here, if possible, before Shepherd can get it down the court. Their initial thought, though, is trying to get the steal on the inbound. They get it to wide open Banks. Banks will just hold it. Almost trying to force them to foul. Robinson now, and now they'll pull it off. Shepherd gets the win here at home against Lockhaven. The Rams improve to 11-6 with the 73-64 win over Lockhaven. Colin, go ahead and jump into our postgame. Why not? Our postgame show here brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. 73-64 win for Shepherd. What was your initial thoughts on this one?
The streak snapped. I got to say, first off, right?
True.
A 5-game losing streak for Shepherd against Lockhaven's no more. They get a great win, hold a team to 64 points here tonight, which is right around the average for the Rams. Typically, defensively, it's a great win. They shot over 50% from the floor. Free throws were tough, but looks like it's a happy birthday, and it might be for Coach Namalik. Good thing their shooting was good because their singing sure isn't.
Rams ended up shooting close to 55% from the floor. Hold Lockhaven to 43%. Our postgame stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. Shepherd knocks down 6 of 16 from 3. 8 of 18 was Lockhaven at the end of the day, which is 44%. Did mention the struggles from the line, which has a negative 9-16 for Shepherd. But they did get to the line significantly more than the Bald Eagles, so they were able to play good defense without fouling. For some individuals here, before we wrap it up, Chase Parr, 17 points to lead the way for the Rams. Marcus Banks with 16, Cole Parr with 12, and Carson Poffenberger with 11 for Lock Haven. Eli Washington leads the way with 22 points. It was kind of a cold start for him, but he started to heat up there toward the end. Kevin Coleman with 20, but nothing much from the other guys out there. Scott with 4, Bryson Scott with 4, and Dylan Scott with 4. And you saw like the struggles from Stewart. It just wasn't the kind of game you expected from some of the top scorers for the Bald Eagles, as they have an off night here tonight. But give credit to that Rams defense as Shepherd gets the win 73-64 over Lock Haven. Colin, we wrap it up with the player of the game, which is brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. I think I know where you're going to go. Cole Parr, not just with the 17 points here tonight, but just everything else he did as well. Chase Parr, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I think it has to be him, right? 4 blocks, 4 assists, 5 rebounds as well. He just was a monster down low once again. Give a shout out, though, to Banks as well for 16 points, but all around this was just a overall solid performance for this team and a team win 100%.
Yeah, for sure. So I would agree with you on that, though. It was Parr, just his presence on both ends of the floor was really felt tonight, so hard to pass up on him.
You got 4 guys in double figures tonight.
Yeah, very good game for Shepherd. Even at times you could maybe even argue for Poffenberg. He nearly had a double-double, and that 3 he hit early in that first half was really the turning point, it felt like. But I would definitely go Parr overall. But everybody had a solid game here tonight. But that'll do it for us here for Kyler High, Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop back in the studio. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here from the Butcher Center. And we will see you tomorrow night for girls basketball action here on TV 10 and Talk Radio WRNR. This is Shepherd Rams basketball. So long.
This concludes our coverage of NCAA Division II basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
McLean Corley off the Poffenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for 3. It's good! Daniel McLean Corley!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Carol Werner.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. All rights reserved.